Welcome to Northernlights. I'm Dwain.
And Mark.
And today, unfortunately, we're going to be talking about Jake Paul fighting Michael Bisping. It's not been announced yet, but they both seem eager for it. And apparently, Jake Paul did offer Bisping a fight quite a while ago, before he fought Ben Askren. And Bisping accepted it, but then they just sort of went dead in the water. They didn't keep talking.
I'm surprised that we've got this far with how strongly Bisping feels about it. But maybe this is Jake Paul just doing what he does best, where he's got under someone's skin so much that he's like, I'm gonna have to do it myself then.
Yeah.
Because it's I'm not a lover of the Paul brothers. It's just not on. And I've actually watched a Bisping video recently where he was just like, a one-man podcast sort of thing. He was just talking to the camera. And he has a strong point. He's saying what we've said before, Dwayne. The Paul brothers are picking people, especially Jake. They're picking people who they know that they've got a shot against massively. Look at these welterweights that he's been fighting. Jake's 190. These welterweights fighting weight is 170, 20 pounds less
Yeah.
than what he does. And they're, retired wrestlers with a hip surgery. Tyron Woodley lost 16 rounds in a row. And a point that he made as well was about Logan, the older brother. He said, he's got these accolades. He's fought Floyd Mayweather in an exhibition fight. Yeah, fine. He just did a WrestleMania match. Fine, you go do you. And then he's talking about wanting to come to the UFC to fight Paddy the Baddy.
Yeah, which is ridiculous, right?
It's a lightweight.
Yeah, because Logan Paul was saying, wasn't he? He said, Paddy can get up to about 190. Yeah, when he's fat and out of shape. Do you know what I mean? That's not his fat. That's him just troughing stuff down.
Everyone could get up to that weight if they didn't do anything, but to actually work on it and to be your fighting weight, it's just a bullying technique. If this was to happen with any UFC fighter, if Francis Ngannou was to come out and call out Colby Covington or someone, it's you're just like, why? What's that? Like, is that just a bullying thing?
Well, I get why they're doing it though, because I mean, they can make a lot of money off it, and they're fights that they can win. Because it makes sense. Look at the size of Logan Paul fighting Mayweather. He's about half a foot taller than him, about 30 pounds heavy. You think, yeah, I get it. That's why they're doing it, to make the money, isn't it? And
it is why they're doing it. But I'm surprised that enough people aren't just, this is the class clown just wanting attention, and they just ignore him.
Well, it did, didn't it? Look at the last Logan Paul fight. It sold 60,000 buys. That's it.
Jake Paul, you mean?
Yeah, Jake Paul. Sorry, I don't know which one's which. I don't have a clue.
Yeah.
So yeah, Jake Paul. So when he fought Tyron Woodley, did 60,000 buys. Nobody's interested anymore, and it's a shame that Bisping feels the need to even take this fight, because I don't think Bisping cares about Logan. What's his name? Jake Paul. I don't think he cares about Jake Paul at all, or what he's got to say. It's for money, isn't it? But surely Bisping's got a nice wad of cash. He's done some films and stuff. His documentary's just come out. He's got a good job working for the UFC. Does he need to take this fight for this money?
He really doesn't. Bisping is 40 odd with one eye. He's retired. So again, this is another, an inactive. But like I said, go and fight 50-year-old Anderson Silva, however old he is, like late 40s sort of thing.
Yeah.
Who can still go? No one's calling him out, and they're closer to the weight. Closer to their weight. But instead, going for Bisping, who's long since retired, one eye.
That's the thing, isn't it? Because Bisping has only got one eye. Can if he gets knocked out by Jake Paul, I'll be so upset. And I don't know. I mean, Bisping's obviously a very good fighter, a very good boxer as well. His stand-up's great. He changed coaches halfway through his career. Really got his boxing game down. And he's a fantastic fighter. But his prime was 4 years ago, and
longer than that, I'd say.
Something like that.
Yeah, he retired in like 2018, I think.
Yeah.
So, but it's like, no, I don't think he should do it. Not that I'm for money and all that. I get it, but you don't have to risk that kind of stuff to get knocked out by a YouTube star.
That's the thing. Yeah.
There's bet that surely he's got a cushy number now, and why me personally, I don't get why people are tainting their legacy whilst Tyron Woodley had some sort of credibility left.
Yeah.
Why would he taint it and go
I know, and he took that second fight. He took what on 2 weeks' notice, and like not that he looked out of shape because obviously Woodley's he's got a great body. He's obviously fit all year round, but he didn't look as defined. He was obviously very clearly tired, and when you're tired, you make these little minor mistakes, don't you? That's what fighting isn't it? It's make as little mistakes as possible, and then he made the mistake and he got dropped for it. And and if he was in full camp, he probably wouldn't have done that. And then
Yeah,
he's
it's just
putting himself in at risk for a couple of quid, aren't he? And like, why?
it is annoying, but I mean, like, look, everyone gets, like you were saying, what the Paul brothers are doing. Like, sort of a side story is I actually think Logan Paul did well at WrestleMania. Like, as a wrestler, he actually did
Yeah.
all right. But that's a novelty thing. He's not going to be there full time.
No.
But Jake Paul, what he's doing is just sort of it's shouting at the people loud enough so I'm gonna shut him up, and when he wins, that's it. All right, I'm the best ever, sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's and you're
And
like,
that's
fight
what the
someone.
selling value is, isn't it? It's that selling point of that we
Yeah,
hope he gets knocked out. It's the only reason we talk about it. Like, oh, I hope he loses, and it's
well, they're
just
not gonna do well. That's it. People will tune in just to see him hopefully get knocked out. But you'd never see him like call out. You know what? I'm gonna test that Polish power. Where's Jan Blachowicz? You're like, that would never happen.
yeah.
Would
Or fight an
never.
actual boxer. That might help rather
Yeah,
than fighting retired MMA guys.
that's the thing. Yeah, he hasn't fought one primarily boxer yet.
No,
But
he hasn't fought any boxer.
Bisping, I hope he never. I hope he doesn't take this chance up. Just ignore the noise. Just
Yeah.
keep going. Who cares? But I'd say we'll see what happens because weirder things have happened, and these freak show fights seem to be a regular occurrence now. But
Yeah.
sadly, time will tell. But I
Yeah,
think
it's
that
not been confirmed yet, has it? But I think that's all we've got time for. So thanks everyone for watching. If you can like and comment, it really helps us out.